I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God.
which completed a 4-year challenging academic and vocational education at Monty Tech. In appreciation of your support, the committee will give 4 graduation gifts of $250 each. The winners will be chosen by lottery, and since not all of the graduating class is represented tonight, the gifts will be mailed to the winning student who is not in attendance.
What's happening? What's happening? All right, folks, so the students know what's about to happen. So what we have done is we have loaded every graduate's name into the spinning wheel of fun here. And what's going to happen, I just literally, when we were standing up at the end of the row there before we started, I just kind of said to Jackson, I'm going to have you be the one who pushes the first button. So it's not, you got the special award. And then whoever wins, come on up, see Dr. Turigney, you'll get your gift and everything else. And again, this is completely random, and it's very exciting, and we'll see how it goes. So, Jackson, please spin the wheel of fun. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
I'm gonna try it.
Corey, come on up.
I don't know what it is. Did we get a little snake?
We did a little. I was just thinking about it.
You ready? Yeah, I think I have it.
Right.
Tell me when they're doing it.
Oh.
Okay, tell me if they're rolling.
Now they are.
Apparently, we needed the sound effects.
Try again.
I'll keep it rolling.
Now we got, it's like 6 seconds.
All right, one more.
It's like 6 seconds.
Everybody keep your fingers crossed.
Oh my God, how many times?
All right, folks, have a big round of applause for our school committee folks over there in front. I should point out that we're welcoming Ms. Estes from Winchendon, Mr. Barber from Westminster, Ms. Reynolds from Lunenburg, Ms. Reeves from Fitchburg, Mr. Brooks from Hartford. So thank them all for coming. So without further ado, we're going to Monty Foundation Award first.
Excellent. All right. Let's get the show started. That was really fun with the wheel. Awesome. Okay. So Mr. Brown will be handing out the Monty Foundation Awards. First, Jameson Smith, Electrical. Matthias Torres, Engineering Technology. Matthias Torres, Engineering Technology. Gabriela Godrides, Dental Assisting. Samantha Poor, Engineering Technology. Genesis Garcia, Engineering Technology. Kiara Hickey, Early Childhood Education. Allison Martin, the Health Occupations. Allison Martin. Kaylee Swanson, Veterinary Science. Jillian St. Jean, Health Occupations. J.C. Blanford, Welding Metal Fabrication. Samantha Connors, Health Occupations. Destiny Story, Health Occupations. Evangelo Lopez, CAD Drafting and Design.
I think we'll leave them for a little while. How late?
Kylie McConnell, Health Occupations. Abigail Brogan, Cosmetology. Tiana LeBlanc, CAD Drafting and Design. Rose Hotel, Dental Assistant. Ava Lytle, CAD Drafting and Design. Kate Fedorowski, Dental Assistant. Abby Law, Business Technology. I thought Mr. Brown could keep up. All right, guys, check your envelopes. Make sure you have your name on. Lily Sheridan, Health Occupations. Sierra Murphy, Health Occupations. Catherine McGee, Business Technology. Jacob Bruno, Welding Metal Fabrication. Maximiliano Yapa, CAD Drafting and Design. Ian Moreno, Engineering Technology. Jaya Nehru, Veterinary Science. Emma Pepin, Early Childhood Education.
It's kind of generally, sort of, kind of, she's going to get more likes. And actually, if you think you're doing good, you can put on a number.
Sean Tippabong, Information Technology. Garrett Gray, cabinet making. Aiden Crawford, graphic communications. Annalisa Roberts, health occupations. Olivia Tura, cosmetology. Jocelyn Cairns, cosmetology. Camille Baez Cruz, early childhood
Gee, there's someone out.
education. Cassandra Sander, dental assistant.
Is that running anything, or are we
Got
going
a show. No, the YouTube is.
Oh.
Franklin Nguyen, business technology. Jade Morris, veterinary science. Kavia Millette, cosmetology. Angelina Johnson, early childhood education. Isabel Lyons, culinary arts. Alineshka Reese, business technology. Aiden Consiglio, HVAC and property maintenance. Rocio Carranza Rivera, information technology. Jonah Paulino, HVAC and property maintenance. Cassidy DeSalle, culinary arts. And Landon Darling, veterinary science.
The following students will be receiving the Monty Tech Foundation Tool and Equipment Grant. This we typically give for students to start up their career as they leave Monty Tech. Yari Rodriguez, Business Technology. Jessica Fontaine, Electrical. Jacob Thorogood, Plumbing. Jacob Fontaine, Welding and Brett Mayu, Electrical. Brady Billings, Electrical. Amelia Santiago, Engineering Technology. Mallory Wilga, Dental Assistant. Austin Gerard, Electrical. Alex Merloni, Electrical. Jadon Roman, Plumbing. Leah Rathburn, cabinet making. Zachary Sweet, cabinet making. Tyler Kurtz, electrical. James Keenan, cabinet making. Alex Rulo, cabinet making. Christian Altamonte, electrical. Christian is actually receiving the Cliff Beebe Memorial Outstanding Student Award. I got carried away. The David LaPierre Memorial Renaissance Award goes to Benjamin Schmidt from cabinet making.
Schmidt wins the rest of the awards, we're going to start asking some questions.
The Don Marie Memorial Award, Gwendolyn McGuire from Plumbing. The Rod Poland Community Service Award, Aaliyah Cooper. The Sheila N. Harity Award for Excellence and Determination, Patrick Hall.
It looks like it's working by now.
All right, so I think I mentioned that some of the awards, now, obviously those last couple handful, are memorial awards that families have done for some many years, some just recently. And I just want to make sure if there's any members of the families, that's going to be honest and be for those awards. I have one other award to share. This is the Frida M. Whitmore Scholarship Award. This is one of our new memorial awards. Big supporter of Monty Tech. Mom passed away last year, and in her name, we started a scholarship. And very quickly, Frida was a nurse in England and cared for the sick throughout World War II. She loved poetry, playing field hockey, and traveling the English countryside on her bicycle. Her lifelong dream was to help young people in need. This year, the scholarship, the amount of $1,000, goes to Charisma Oshimaki. Again, congratulations, everybody. Good luck to everybody in class of 2024, and we're going to see you tomorrow. A little warmer, but it's all good.
At this time, we would like to introduce Kirsten Farias. Mrs. Farias will be introducing the Creating a Meaningful Life speeches, and she will explain them.
Good evening. Every year our seniors read Tuesdays with Monty by Mitch Albom as their last novel for English class. For those of you who have not read it, Tuesdays with Monty is a memoir based on the real life of a Brandeis College professor named Maury Schwartz, who was diagnosed with ALS in his mid-70s. Mitch Albom, the author, is a newspaper sports reporter and husband whose busy life is filled with work and travel. He has become so absorbed in his work that it consumes him. One night he sees his favorite college professor, Maury, on Nightline, giving an interview to Ted Koppel about his illness. Mitch reconnects with his favorite college professor, and Maury's final days are spent giving his former student Mitch his final lesson on life. The memoir is divided into 14 different days that Mitch Albom spent with his professor Maury. Throughout these days, Mitch and Maury discuss various topics important to life and learning. As a final project, the seniors were asked to write a speech using Maury's aphorisms as inspiration to construct their own definition about the meaning of life as it applies to their generation, advising their peers as they move on to the next chapter in their lives. We had 25 students who bravely put themselves out there to compete for a chance to share their advice. Choosing just one speech was a very difficult decision, as all of them were powerfully written from the heart. After much deliberation and consideration, the committee chose 3 students whom they felt encapsulated the meaning of life from 3 very different perspectives. Throughout this evening, you will have the opportunity to hear from this year's winners, J.C. Langford, Andrew Costello, and Dylan Pugh. Please help me in welcoming to the stage our first speaker, J.C. Langford.
When all the teachers line up, we're going to show up projector.
First of all, I just want to give a big thank you to my parents for their constant support and for fostering my love for the activities. Thank you so much. The humans could fly if we take things a little less seriously. When we look down on the world around us, we realize just how small we actually are. These are the questions that rose to my head as I sat on the summit of the mountain, peering down at the tiny workings of the people below. It's incredible how a simple change in perspective can drastically alter the way we perceive our surroundings. Keep moving forward. A phrase consistently praised as being the key to success makes sense. If you persist through struggles and don't let your past define you, then growth is inevitable. Isn't it really though? I think people tend to idolize their futures through its persistence, not appreciating the life they're already living. Always moving forward leaves no time to just stand still. So what if we flipped our perspectives? I've always been obsessed with nature. Even when I was a baby, all I needed was to be brought outside to immediately calm my anxiety. My tears were flowed by the simple act of appreciating the world around me. Now, as I've grown up, I've begun to lose sight of this love for simplicity. Life, especially senior year, is exhaustingly overwhelming, whether it be applying to colleges, dealing with classes, or deciding our futures at the age of 18. The anxieties of every day tend to plague my mind, not leaving room for what really matters. Lately, everything I've done has felt forced, especially with the United States. Every assignment, every class, every day, there's just one more thing I have to get through to move to the future. The other day, though, standing still on that mountain, I realized that I've been so anxious to move on to my future that my present is being forgotten. Every task in life isn't a burden, but instead a gift. Those tasks are things that I get to do. I get to graduate. I get to take my last ever math test. I get to be a client. So, as we all move on to our futures, my only suggestion is to question your perspective. Sometimes slowing down and appreciating the actual world around you is the key to success. Go for that walk. Be a little late just to finish that conversation. Drive a little farther just for the scenic ride. Sing with the car windows down. Dance in the rain. Think about the life you're currently living and not the life you're trying to live. Stand still and try letting things approach you instead of racing towards them. Because when you change the way you look at things, things you look at change. Thank you.
We would like to introduce Katie Sullivan, one of our graphics instructors and our yearbook advisor, and she will be presenting a few awards herself. Ms. Sullivan.
How much work the yearbook really is and what the students really do to produce this book. Here I have our 2024 yearbook. It is beautiful. And this is something that the students work on all year long. They produce this from beginning to end, cover to back cover. It's really incredible to see them dig into this and create beautiful work and really produce something that the whole class can be proud of. And with that, this year we dedicated the book to Mr. Bean, so if I could have Mr. Bean come up here with me. So for those of you who may not know Mr. Bean, students, I'm sure you all do, but for the rest of you who may not, Mr. Bean is somebody who's impacted the entire community and the lives of students here at Monty Tech for the past 30 years. He was a student here who graduated in 1978. He came back in the 90s and has been here ever since. He has been my buddy when it comes to Spirit Weeks and dressing up. He has been our resident Santa Claus. He has been our print guide through everything. And so we can't say thank you enough for everything that you have done for us. And we are so happy to have you and wish you so much luck in retirement.
I wanted 8 minutes on the mic, but they won't let me talk, so I just thank you.
So next I would like to call Amber Greenwood. She is our senior editor. And without her, this book would not be possible, so thank you, Amber. Next up, the amazing design for that cover came from Jay Mucci, if I can have you up here. And lastly, I have three more. These three students, while they didn't hold a position as editor, they were there day in and day out. Amber did a great job keeping them on task all year long. But they really put in a lot of great work. So if I could have Darian Fearon, Drama Fernandez, and Nate Turner Clark. Thank you.
Welcome. Congratulations to our students thus far. Okay, Ms. Schmidt is going to be handing over some of the awards that I'm going to read. The Monty Tech Pay It Forward Award this year goes to Stephanie Liliano from House Carpentry. Typo, sorry. Stephanie Liliano, I know, how far? Reed Williams from Electrical. Memorial Athletic Award. Charisma Harjumaki, Health Occupation. She's receiving the Stratus Peter Pappas Memorial Award. Emma Cook, CAD Drafting and Design. Emma is receiving the Peter Austin Memorial Scholarship Award this evening. The Clinton Savings Bank Charitable Foundation Award this year goes to Emily Walker, Beverly Son. Thank you, Ms. Schmidt. And at this time, I would like to invite Ms. Mary Emerson to the stage to present the next few awards.
I'm very proud to announce this is our foundation scholarship. It's for 3 students who've shown an interest in pursuing any further education, whether it's a 4-year, 2-year, or technical vocational degree.
Sure.
We, at Sinsemer, we're located in Fitchburg. We value the pursuit of education in any form, particularly in the technical and science fields. That's what we do. And I'm happy to announce 3 award recipients: Allison Martin, Caleb Cartagena Marcones, and Evangela Lopez.
Congratulations. Thank you, Ms. Mary Emerson. Thank you. Thank you very much. At this time, we do have someone here from the Burke family that would like to present the next award. Okay, I'm going to move over. Okay. So the Honorable George and Amelia Burke Memorial Award goes to Holly Blood from Alberta. At this time, I would like to invite Victoria Zarazinski, who is our Student Support Services Director, to the stage to present the rescue awards.
Good evening. Congratulations to our graduates, and thank you to the parents and families that have shared your children with us over the past 4 years. I have a few awards, and then I will invite some friends up to introduce some awards, and then I'll be wrapping up awards. I'll be up here for a few minutes. Our first recipient today is receiving 2 awards, the Westminster Lions Club and Franklin Hart Memorial Award, and that goes to Brody Wilson. Welding Metal Clad. The next Franklin Hart Memorial Award goes to Julia Nowicki. Early childhood education. The Class of 1991 award goes to Cole Wilgus, HVAC Department. At this time, I would like to introduce 2 great supporters of Monty Tech, personal friends, and I will tell you over the past years, somebody that has not only resided in our community and supported Monty Tech and donated to a lot of causes that we've had, including our vet science building, but also to an amazing scholarship that I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about. I'd like to introduce Ajala Madan and Ashok Hingarani.
There are 3 awards this year, which is unusual. Normally we do 2.
You know, it was very hard to pick 2. Normally, Ashok and I are very, I think, we agree on what deserving students are, but unfortunately this time we had a little conflict, so we agreed to give 3 students award, and lucky you guys are this year.
So the conflict resolution is change the number. There are, each award is for $10,000. $2,500 a year for 4 years. The first one.
Oh, I thought we announced.
Okay. Okay, see conflict resolution. Destiny Story. The second one is Gianna LeBlanc. probably gonna butcher the name, is Gabriela Gedrasky.
Would like all of you to be very happy for this occasion to have earned your graduation certificates and wish you all the best in your future endeavors wherever you go. And just remember, humanity goes long ways, and be truthful to yourself and don't give up. Keep going. Decisions are made at quick side, but think more before you decide on it, and choose a nice life partner as I did. And that's been my...
Thank you, and a special thank you to Ashok and Achala for joining us tonight, for their generosity. In case you missed it, it's $2,500 a year. If students maintain, the 3 recipients maintain a 3.0, they send me their transcript, they release another $2,500 to total $10,000 on that scholarship. Continuing on with our positive vibes, we have the MRTA George Ross Citizen Award going to Ben Schmidt. As he makes his way up, I'm going to have Allison Martin join us from Health Occupations for the George Spires Overall Excellence Award. Continuing on, we have the Peter W. McDonald Memorial Award to Felix Echevarria from when you don't know about money coming your way. That is the best feeling ever, so nice job showing up tonight, because that's what we have. All right, our next recipient has 2 awards coming to him. He gets the Jandris and Son Award, as well as the Mass Trowel Trade Award, and that will go to Kyle, I'm sorry, not my readers, Perna. Even if we mess up your name, I guarantee these checks will cash. So our apologies up front. All right, and last but not least, the Massachusetts Trowel Trade Award also goes to Joshua Feliciano from the
Thank you, Mrs. Zarazinski. At this time, I would like to invite John Buzia, one of our electrical instructors, and also Mr. and Mrs. David Bucher to the stage to present the next award.
Good evening, and congratulations to each and every one of the graduates this year. This is the 20th year that we've given out scholarship in our son's memory. Chris graduated from here in 1999, yeah. But the Christopher David Bucher Memorial Award goes to Michael Cannon.
Okay, Savannah White from Electrical is receiving the Fall Award. And then we have two students that are receiving the Mass CTE Presidential Certificate of Merit, and those awards, one goes to Christian Altamonte from Electrical, and Aaliyah Cooper from Maryland. Thank you, Mr. Bouzier. I would like to invite Floyd Morrison, house carpentry instructor, to the podium at this time.
Good evening. Harry Allen Stone was a 1977 graduate of Monty Tech. While at Monty Tech, he was a student in the house carpentry program where his passion for our trade was ignited. Harry was also played varsity football, ice hockey, and baseball, and in 1994, Harry was part of the first group inducted in the Monty Tech Hall of Fame for all three sports. Shortly after high school, Harry married his high school sweetheart Linda and began his career, starting his own business, H.A. Stone Carpentry, which would eventually turn into H.A. Stone Construction. Harry built countless homes in the region and was known as a jack of all trades. One instance was he taught himself to run heavy equipment so he could do his own site work for his projects. Harry was famous for saying, if you're going to do it, you better do it right. The long-standing joke in the Stone family was that if Harry couldn't fix it, nobody could. In the latter part of his career, Harry achieved a lifelong dream of building a neighborhood of houses where he lived between his children, Michelle and Alan. Harry's family was his biggest accomplishment, and he was tremendously proud of his kids, grandkids, nieces and nephews, and friends that would become his family. Harry was also very proud of Monty Tech and the education he received here. Harry was a lifelong learner and a long-time and well-respected member of the House Carpentry Advisory Board, where his years of experience and insight were a valuable asset in shaping the program into what it is today. Unfortunately, Harry passed away on April 13th, 2023, after a hard-fought battle with cancer. Earlier this year, Dominic Marabello, a lifelong friend of Harry's and fellow House Carpentry board member, reached out to let me know that Linda, Michelle, and Alan would like to set up an award in his honor. The family's wishes for the award are simple. This award shall go to an outstanding carpentry graduate who may have also been a student athlete while enrolled at Monty Tech. The ideal candidate should be prepared to enter the workforce in a carpentry-related occupation, have a 2.5 GPA or higher in shop, and be recommended for this award by his or her instructors. Tonight, Dominic and myself have the honor of presenting the first Harry Allen Stone Legacy Award to Daniel Feifel.
At this time, we would like to invite Matt LaRose, our auto technology instructor, up on the stage, please.
Good evening. I have two awards for our automotive technology students. One is going to be the Mark J. Haven Award, and that's going to go to
If you're going out of range.
thank you. The next award is kind of tough for me.
Yeah, I'm up at
David Hobbs was one of my coworkers for 17 years, and we lost him a few years ago. But he's had an impact on a lot of people throughout the building, lots of former students.
It's going to be another
in general.
45 minutes.
One of those people is Greg Ward, who owns Greg's Restorations,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
and he wanted to make sure that he and Dave impacted his life, so he wanted to make sure that his legacy continued. And he has created the Dave Hobbs Foundation for automotive students, and $1,000 is going to go to Jonas Weeder.
I would like to invite Linda Tackett to the stage, please, to present the next award. Hello, I'm presenting the Bud Tech Legacy Award. My husband was a referee in the community for over 30 years. One of the things he loved was to mentor kids. And so my family and I decided to create this Legacy Award that we had basketball tournaments, first one. So what it is Bud Tech Legacy Scholarship Committee is excited to recognize an individual who exhibits moral character, determined academic effort, and competitive and respectful athletic actions. And this year we decided to give our $1,000 gift to Michael Cannon. Congratulations. Thank you, Mrs. Patrick. Thank you. Okay. Our next recipient this evening is Madison Watt from Early Childhood Education, who's receiving the Sally Scribe Memorial. At this time, I would like to invite Emily Turner, engineering technology teacher, and Alicia Quinn, our school counselor, and also one of our senior class advisors, to the stage.
Ms. Turner and I are so thankful that we've had this lifetime of friendship that has brought us here tonight with an opportunity to present an award in honor of our fathers.
Our dad's similarities, and honestly some of our favorite qualities about them, were their commitment to getting the job done, a passion for their trade, and hearts that cared about helping so many people.
We are honored to present this award to a student who has a big heart and will be going out into the workforce.
With incredible pride, we present the 2024 Bill and Charlie Memorial Award to a student we met long before their Monty Tech journey, wearing a helmet and some snow pants at their first skating lesson. So our award this year goes to Emily and Burke.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite Kevin Martin to the podium to present the next award.
Good evening. The 2024 recipient of the Massachusetts Central Mass Plumbing and Gas Fitters Inspectors Association is awarded to Jaden Roman.
I would like to invite Trish Woodruff, who is the director of our night programs here at Monty Tech.
Good evening, and in the true spirit of continuing your education in vocational technical education, we decided this year for the first time that we were going to offer one electrical student and one plumbing student a scholarship to continue with their code and theory hours as they pursue their journeyman license exam. So this year, the recipient for the Rising Plumber Award is Evan Carpenter. And our Rising Electrician Award is going to Brady Billings.
Thank you, Ms. Woodruff. See, just as these students think they're graduating and get away from us, they have to return for more training, which is fantastic. We get to check in and see what they're up to. Okay, the next set of awards, I know Ms. Schmidt is checking on something. Okay. So at this time, I would like to call Ella Rhodes from Health Occupations to the stage. Ella's receiving the Anthony LaGrassa Memorial Scholarship Award this evening. Ella Rhodes. The Hubbardston Civic Association Scholarship Award this year goes to Austin Gerard from Electrical. The Ashby Congregational Church Gift of Recognition goes to Emma Stacy from Cosmetology. Our next student, Lily Sheridan, is going to be receiving 2 awards, Lilies in Health Occupations, the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 46 Scholarship, and the ANVITS Ladies Auxiliary Westminster Post 2012 Scholarship. Congratulations, Lily. The next 2 students are receiving the Hubbardston Lions Club Award, and that is Jack Foley from Business Technology and Austin Gerard from Electrical. And then the last award this evening that I will be presenting is the PACC Yablonsky Geister Scholarship Award that goes to Ella Rhodes from Health Occupations. At this time, I would like to invite Andrew Castillo to the stage so he can share his speech with us on creating a meaningful life.
How's everyone doing? Good? Alright, so the speech I'm about to share with you is dedicated to all the parental figures present here tonight. I appreciate your effort, and I know your loved ones do as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm goes off, and shortly after, the alarm is silenced. I hate that sound. Everyone despises that sound. But at the same time, I really appreciate it. Without it, I will probably be at least 2 hours late to school every single day. So, what does this have to do with this speech and life in general? Learning to be grateful. Beep, beep, beep. I just woke up in my cold dim room around 2 in the morning, unusually full of energy, to start this speech and to discuss my thoughts about life and its various surprises. Through my short 18-year experience, I'm probably not the most indicative person to talk about life, as I'm barely scratching the surface. However, the beauty about life is that everyone has a different story, a different journey filled with amazing and some not so amazing memories. Whether these memories are positive or negative, these things happen for a reason. All of these situations and experiences help us grow as people, therefore making us more wise. Beep, beep, beep. My mom just woke up, preparing to go to work. Whether it's in the morning at 6 or during the night at 9, I still question how my mom still does it. From working at several bakeries with each having a handful of demanding customers, to working in a factory with self-centered coworkers, to now owning her daycare, taking care of annoying yet sweet kids. I still don't get it. I still don't understand how she still finds a way after all these years. God bless that woman. I can't be more fortunate enough to have the family I have, especially my mother and father. Even though they've been nitpicking at me at every single little detail, whether it be not putting my shoes away or not covering myself enough when it's cold, or scolding me when my brother over-exaggerates at being hurt when I just barely touched him. They're my role models. They are the people for which I look up to when I'm down, and the people that motivate me to follow my dreams and become a better person each day. I appreciate them more and more every single day. You are unique. Like my mom used to say to my brother when he copied everything I did. Be yourself, be authentic. Being influenced is not necessarily bad. It can actually introduce you to things you never thought of liking or doing, but being a carbon copy of someone else ruins one of the beauties life has to offer: authenticity and learning to be yourself and appreciating yourself. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm goes off, and shortly after, the alarm is silenced. The birds are chirping, the sun is creeping upon my window. I'm now out of energy, with the soccer game later to play in the afternoon. But before I leave, I gotta give thanks to all the people I met who taught me the lessons I cherish the most and share the memories imprinted within me. Thanks to my family, thanks to the friends I've made throughout the journey, thanks to the people, my teachers, that guided me and never gave up on me. And of course, thank you, Mom, thank you, Dad. Your sacrifices will always drive me, and although no money can equal your efforts, I will someday make you guys proud. My brother will some days make you proud, so you guys could someday take a deep breath, lay back, and for the first time, really enjoy life. Thank you. In español this time. So, bear with me for a few more minutes, okay? Okay. El discurso que estoy a punto de compartir con ustedes está dedicado a todas las figuras paternas presentes aquí esta noche. Aprecio sus esfuerzos y sé que sus queridos igualmente los aprecian. Siguen haciendo lo que han hecho. Big, big, big. Suena la alarma y poco después la alarma es silenciada. Odio ese sonido. Todo el mundo desprecia ese sonido. Pero al menos pero al mismo tiempo extrañamente lo aprecio. Sin él probablemente llegaría al menos 2 horas tarde a la escuela todos los días. Entonces, ¿qué tiene que ver esto con este discurso y con la vida en general? Aprender a ser agradecido. Apenas me desperté en la fría oscuridad de mi habitación. Raramente lleno energía para comenzar este discurso y contar mis pensamientos sobre la vida y sus diversas sorpresas. A través de mi corta experiencia de 18 años, probablemente no sea la persona más indicativa para hablar sobre la vida, ya que apenas estoy rascando en la superficie. Sin embargo, la belleza de la vida es que cada uno tiene su propia historia, un viaje diferente lleno de recuerdos sorprendentes y algunos no tan sorprendentes. Ya sean estos recuerdos positivos o negativos, estas cosas suceden por una razón. Todas estas situaciones y experiencias nos ayudan a crecer como personas y por lo tanto nos hacen más sabios. Mi mamá se acaba de despertar preparándose para ir a trabajar, ya sea por la mañana a las 6 o por la noche a las 9. Todavía me preguntan cómo lo hace mi mamá. Desde trabajar en varias panaderías, cada uno con sus clientes exigentes, hasta trabajar en una fábrica con gente egocéntrica. Y ahora ser dueña de su guardería, cuidando a unos diablitos que a la misma vez son unos tiernos angelitos. Todavía no lo entiendo. Todavía no entiendo cómo encuentra la manera después de estos años. Dios me la bendiga a esa mujer. No puedo ser más afortunado de tener la familia que tengo, especialmente mi mamá y mi padre. Aún así, siempre me han jodido con cada pequeño detalle, ya sea no guardar mis zapatos, o no abrigarme bien cuando hace frío, o regañarme cuando mi hermano se pone a exagerar cuando apenas le toca. Ellos son mis ídolos, ellos son las personas a las que admiro cuando siento desgastado, las personas que me motivan a seguir mis sueños y convertirme en una mejor persona cada día. Cada día los aprecio más y más. Eres único, como le decía a mi mamá y mi hermano cuando remediaba todo lo que hacía. Sea usted, sea auténtico. Ser influenciado no es necesariamente malo, de hecho puede presentarle cosas que usted nunca pensó en gustar. Pero ser una copia exacta de otra persona arruina una de las bellezas de la vida que tiene que ofrecerle, la autenticidad y la enseñanza a ser tú mismo y apreciar a tú mismo. Suena la alarma y poco después la alarma silenciada. Los pájaros cantan, el sol se desliza sobre mi ventana. Ahora estoy sin energía con un partido de fútbol por jugar por la tarde. Pero antes de irme tengo que agradecer a las personas que he conocido durante este camino, que me han enseñado las lecciones que más aprecio y los recuerdos grabados dentro de mí. Gracias a mi familia, gracias a mis amigos y las amistades hechas a lo largo de este viaje. Gracias a los maestros que me guiaron y nunca me dejaron caer. Y por supuesto, gracias mamá, gracias papá. Sus sacrificios siempre me impulsarán y aunque ninguna cantidad de dinero puede igualar sus esfuerzos, algún día los haré sentir orgullosos. Mi hermano algún día los hará sentir orgullosos, porque algún día ustedes pueden respirar profundamente, recostarse y por primera vez realmente disfrutar la vida. Gracias.
Felicitaciones. Todo en español, súper rápido. Well done. Okay, at this time, I would like to invite First Sergeants Shane Dillon and Jeremy Mickelson to the stage for the next set of awards.
Hey, thank you guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen in the class of 2024. How you guys doing? Huh? Come on, y'all looking sleepy out there. All right, tonight we have a lot of awards to give out to our Monty Tech and C. Jared 2C cadets. These dedicated young individuals embarked on a journey early in their high school career, embodying values of citizenship, selfless service to the United States and their community, personal responsibility, and a strong sense of accomplishment. As you follow along in the program, take a moment to read the citations accompanying each award to fully appreciate the outstanding contribution of our cadets. Our first award is the Theodore Roosevelt Award. It goes to Jacob Fontaine. The Armed Forces Committee of Worcester County Outstanding Cadet Leadership Award goes to Molly McGee. All right, the next award will be presented by Colonel Jones. From the Military Order of World Wars Association, this award is presented to Keon Quinn. The Daughters of American Revolution Bronze Star JRTC medal goes to Emily Gastingate. The Sons of American Revolution Award goes to Molly McGee and Kean Quinn. All right, this next award you guys have probably seen as seniors roaming the halls of Monty Tech. You might have seen his name, all right, or the picture on the hall by the library. Okay, this next award is the Ryan Patrick Jones Heart of a Hero Award. Now I'd like to read an excerpt from the parents of Ryan Patrick Jones. Founded by a Monty Tech graduate who made a request before he was killed in Iraq to help others in my school to achieve their goals for college education. We as parents of Ryan chose to honor our son by forming his foundation. And this is our 12th year in being able to give scholarships to the Monty Tech graduates. We trust that you will make Ryan proud that we have chosen you as one of the special choices and honor him by your successes in the years ahead. The recipients of the Ryan Patrick Jones Heart of the Hero are Lily Johnson, Shania Thompson, Molly McGee. Rogas. Elizabeth Wood. Now, guys, these next few awards are in honor of a few well-known, famous Marines. These awards are given out to cadets who have the same characteristics of these Marines. The JRTC Semper Fidelis Award goes to Caleb Beasley. The Lieutenant General Louis B. Chesty Puller Award goes to Elliot Janae. Sergeant Major Dan Dagley Award goes to Jessica Fontaine. The Brigadier General Margaret Brewer Award goes to Emily Gastingate. The Women's Marine Association Outstanding Cadet Award goes to Tori Hagelberg. Each year, only a select number of students manage to secure a highly competitive scholarship from the Reserve Officer Training Corps, ROTC. Various colleges host ROTC programs endorsed by the U.S. military, designed to groom individuals for service in different branches of the armed forces. Eligibility for the ROTC, Army, Navy, or Air Force scholarship hinges on academic excellence and individual potential. These scholarships not only cover full tuition, but also provide stipends, summer training opportunities, and more. Despite the significant benefits obtaining these scholarships, it is not an easy task. This year, one of our JRTC cadets has achieved that remarkable feat, being awarded $200,000 scholarship. For our last award for the MC JRTC program is the JRTC Honor Grad. The recipient of this award is a graduating senior who has, over the 4 years, displayed the highest level of commitment to both school and cadet corps. This student exemplifies the main values of the JRTC program. Duchess Exemplo, leadership by example. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present this year's JRTC honor grad is Molly McGee.
Thank you for Sergeants Dillon and Nicholson. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, students. At this time, I would like to invite our Director of Vocational Programs, Ryan Freachy.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be announcing the Vocational Program Awards for Advanced Manufacturing and Most Improved Student, Duncan Fateau. And Most Outstanding Student, Raymond Janet. For Collision Repair Technology, Most Improved Student, Christopher Obando. And Most Outstanding Student, Isabella Santos. Representing Automotive Technology, we have Mr. LaRose. And the Most Improved Student is Merrick Fuller. Most Outstanding Student is Ricky Colon. Representing Business Technology, we have Mrs. Eikonen and Ms. Broussard. Most Dependable Student, Samantha Chavez. And Most Outstanding Student, Abby Law. Representing Cabinet Making, Mr. Dion. Most Cooperative Student, Alex Rulo. And Most Outstanding Student, Benjamin Schmidt.
Lock it down.
Representing the CAD program, Mr. Vino. Most Dependable Student, Kian Quinn. Most Outstanding Student, Christian Fletcher. Representing Cosmetology, we have Miss Allie. The Shining Star Student is Emma Stacy. And the Most Outstanding Student is Mia Franco. Representing the Culinary Arts Program, we have Ms. Daypre. Most reliable student, Kyle Russell. Most outstanding student, Bryant Parker. Representing the Dental Assisting Program, we have Mrs. Salvinelli. Most professional student, Catherine Smith. And most outstanding student, Paige Gadarowski. Representing the Early Childhood Education Program, Mrs. Boudreau. And the most outstanding student is Kira Hickey. Representing the Electrical Program, we have Mr. Boozier. The Shop Excellence Award goes to Brady Billings. And the most outstanding student is Christian Altamonte. Representing Engineering Technology is Ms. Turner. The Shop Excellence Award goes to Matias Torres. The most outstanding student is Dennis Robinson. Representing Graphic Communications is Mrs. Sullivan and Mr. Bean. Most dependable student, Jillian Mucci. Jalen Mucci, excuse me. Most outstanding student, Dylan Lahome. Representing Health Occupations, Mr. Darling. Most improved student, Lily Sheridan. Most outstanding student, Charisma Harjumaki. Representing House Carpentry are Mr. Morrison, Mr. Williams, and Mr. Brogan. The Perseverance Award goes to Daniel Feifel. And most outstanding student goes to Raymond Colon Jr. Representing HVAC and property maintenance, we have Mr. Josephs. The most dependable student is Owen DeWitt. outstanding student is Cole Wilgus. Representing information technology is Mr. Hollier. And the most dependable student is Sean Thippavong. Most outstanding student is Caleb Cartagena Marcano. The most outstanding student in masonry is Dylan McHugh. Representing the plumbing program, we have Mr. Martin. The Shop Excellence Award goes to Tabor McPhillips. Most outstanding student, Jaden Roman. Representing veterinary science, Dr. West. The most improved student, Abigail Pertoso. And the most outstanding student, Zachary Press. And last but not least, representing welding and metal fabrication, Mrs. Gray. The most dependable student is J.C. Langford. The most outstanding student is Ronald Harris.
At this time, I would like to invite our Director of Academic Programs, Christina Faber.
Hello, congrats to the seniors. I have the privilege of awarding 2 awards to a student from 6 different academic subjects. And so we're going to kind of continue the theme with most outstanding student and student achievement, starting with English. So first we'll have Ms. Various come on up. Most outstanding student, Aaliyah Cooper. Student achievements, Emily Gaston-Wing. Math teacher. Most outstanding student in math, Aaliyah Cooper. Student achievement, Jameson Smith. The next presenters from the Science Department is Paula DiDiego. Most outstanding student in science is Aaliyah Cooper. And student achievement in science, Jackie Langford. From the Social Studies Department, Mr. Keith McClendon. Most outstanding student in social studies, Aaliyah Cooper. Student achievement, Merrick Fuller. Thank you. From the Phys Ed Department and the Art Department, Mr. Matt Salila and Bethany Johnson. Most outstanding student in PE is Logan Gerard. Student achievement in Phys Ed, Samantha Chavez. For the art department, the most outstanding student, Geronimo Fernandez. And for student achievement in art, Abby Marks. Congratulations to the seniors. Thank you.
At this time, we want to present two students with the Leo Club Scholarship Award. One award goes to Kaylee LeBlanc from Early Childhood Education and Reed Williams from Daylight Society. At this time, I would also like to invite Kirsten Farias to the stage to present the Student Council Awards.
Their dedication to community service as well as helping to provide fun, community-minded events is inspiring, and I will miss all of them very dearly. There are 10. You can hold your applause till the end, that's fine. Samantha Connors. Franklin Nugent. Abigail Neckram. Emma Cook. Sierra Murphy. Paige Gadarowski. Brooke Bartel. Julia Kanish, Ben Schmidt, and Lily Sheridan. Congratulations. Okay.
this time, I would like to invite Mr. McLinden up onto the stage, please. Congratulations. This student council tool was quite convincing. We started some new traditions this year. Lots of emails, lots of communication. So many emails. I'm going to miss all those emails. Mr. McLinden, you're up.
Congratulations, class of 2024. I'd like to give out the Guitar Club Award. We have a guitar club, but we have no band, Mr. Braun. We had some really excellent senior musicians this year, and I wish I could award them all, but one guy actually stuck with the guitar club through to the end, so I'd like to present this award to Maynard Kuski.
Congratulations, Mary. Thank you, Mr. McLinden. At this time, I would like to invite Bethany Johnson to the stage.
I'm here to present the Drama Club Awards this evening. I have 2 awards. The first one is going to a student who is continuing on in her theatrical endeavors, studying set construction and design. And this award goes to Elsa Guerra. And this next award is going on to a student who is studying in New York City at Pace University, Abby Brogan. She is studying stage management. She's outstanding.
At this time, I'd like to invite our third student speaker to the stage, Dylan McHugh.
Hello everyone, my name is Dylan McHugh. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my little speech that I wrote for you all tonight. And a very special thank you to my mom, who has had to listen to every essay I've written in high school leading up to this point. Here's to one last hurrah. The first week of my senior year, as I sat in my English class, my teacher stuck sticky notes to each of our desks and asked us to write one word on them. Something to remind ourselves of throughout our final year of high school. I tried desperately to think of something greater than an overused aphorism, though it's hard to avoid the sentiments of them at such a transformative time. I considered the obvious: courage, patience, perseverance. The vague instructions daunted me for a minute before I decided on a word. The only word that would suffice: mangoes. At first I didn't fully understand why this particular word was so prominent, only that it had to be the word that I would stick to the inside of my folder, fastened next to a 4-leaf clover, to be reread every time I searched for an assignment. As I scribbled it on to the neon green post-it, I knew that I was referring not only to the fruit, as much as I do love them, but to an essay I had written this time 3 years ago for my freshman year English class. We had been told to write about something which we believed in, and I spoke about my affinity with sentiment. The familiarity of the simple fruit served as my vehicle of comparison. To this day, it is one of the few essays I have written in high school which I was asked to read aloud. I remember being fearful as I read it to the class, despite the fact that I have always loved creative writing. I suspect that nostalgia factor is why I recall it so vividly still. Though nervous, I was so proud of the essay. In all honesty, I thought it was the best thing I had ever written. I held this belief for the next 2 years, mentally comparing every assignment to my magnum opus. I exhausted hours trying to create something which could rival the work of my 15-year-old self. These internalized challenges fueled some excellent papers, yet the reward of an A could not begin to compensate for the pressure I created for myself. I found I was tied to the past. It had taken over my life. Yet, on that September morning, after years of this inner comparison to my own work, as I stared down at that daunting little square of neon paper, I realized how silly I had been to live my life focusing on the past. After a quick search through my computer, I was rereading my infamous essay for what was, remarkably, the first time since it was written. Somewhat shamefully, I recognized that it wasn't even that good. It was the work of a freshman, after all. All those cheesy aphorisms washed over me as I realized I had spent so long concentrating on the past that I had overshadowed any potential pride that I could have experienced moving forward. In that instant, I made the decision that mangoes would from here on out serve as a reminder to live in the present rather than something to compare to. No matter how much I'd succeeded in romanticizing my memories of the past, I was determined to pursue achievement which stood alone and not in relation to it. I found that, despite the effort I exerted in trying to stay clear of cliches, they were unavoidable. The truth to them is so heavily embedded in our experiences of the past 4 years, even more so in all of the ones which lie ahead of us. As much as where we are now is built upon our past, we must remind ourselves that we are capable of more than we can even imagine. This is far from an ending. This is the introduction of countless opportunities. To borrow a line from that old freshman year essay, one thing that remains true despite all that has unfolded is that I both crave change and fear it. But as we traverse this transitional era of our lives, I encourage that we all look forward. After all, our pasts are simply a basis for all that is to come, so long as we savor the moment while we are in it. Thank you.
I'd like to call Alicia Quinn and Kate Goddard, our class advisors, to the stage, please, to present some final awards. The Spirit of 2024 award goes to Jessica Fontaine in electrical. Spirit of 2024 award, Jesse Worthley, business tech. The Purple and Gold Excellence Award, Paige Gadarowski, Stanford. The historian for the class of 2024, Emma Cook, drafting. Secretary class of 2024, Abby Nkrumah, business tech. Vice President class of 2024, Destiny Story, health. Jackson Harris, President, class of 2024, Weldon. I called her, Paige. I called you Paige Gadarowski. Paige is sleeping. And then we'd like to call to the stage our class valedictorian, Christian Altamonte from electrical. And I'd like to call to the stage our class salutatorian, Aaliyah Cooper.
Congratulations, everybody. This concludes our award ceremony. Just one final congratulations to this outstanding class. I don't know if Mr. Brown said this earlier, but I think we awarded $125,000 here this evening in between two of the money for scholarships. All right, guys, remember, parents, family members,
get that 2024
community members,
down.
thank you for being here and sharing this evening with us, graduating our seniors, celebrating our seniors. Seniors, it's going to be hot tomorrow. Parents, it's going to be very hot. 5 o'clock in the camp, okay? All right, congratulations, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.